Now that we have a frequency table, we can use it to essentially draw pretty pictures. I like pretty pictures, don't you? There are 3 different types of graphs that I'm going to make based on this. The first one is a frequency polygon. You might have seen something like this before. Has a C in it, doesn't it? You draw some axes, and on the x-axis, the horizontal axis, you put the class midpoints. Horizontal axis, class midpoints. Vertical axis, the frequencies. So for the first class, we have a midpoint of 61.5 and a frequency of 5. You put a point there. Second one, height of 9. Third one, down to 4. Last one, down to 1. And then you connect the dots. Some books bring it all the way down to the axis, some don't. I'm not going to. But that's a frequency polygon. It's based on class midpoints and frequencies. The second type of graph that I want to show you is called a histogram. A histogram is the greatest graph ever. You can quote me on that. We're going to see histograms over and over again through this class. You better get used to be able to draw them and read them. Here's how it goes. Once again, the vertical axis, the y-axis, is going to be frequencies, numbers of people. Along the horizontal axis are going to be the class limits. Doesn't have to be exactly the same numbers down here as you see up there, but the important thing is we draw bars. How high up should the first bar go? All the way to 5. Here's the thing about a histogram. It's not just a bar chart. The bars have to touch. There's a reason for that. You'll see what it is eventually. Up to 67, okay. So we see the same pattern, really, as the frequency polygon. So a histogram is a some people call it a bar chart, but the bars have to touch. And the heights of each bar is a number of people who fall in the class. These bars do not represent people's heights. They represent the number of people in each category. That's a histogram. I promised you 3 types. The third type is called an ogive or ogive, and it looks a little bit different because it uses cumulative frequencies instead of regular frequencies. The y values are the cumulative frequencies. The x values are the upper limits of each class. So, there's nobody under 60 inches. There's 5 people who are 63 inches and under. There's 14 people, and a little bit lower, who are 67 and under. 18 who are 71 and under. And 19 who are 75 and under. The ogive always goes up. You don't see ogives that much, except in something called a percentile chart. You ever seen like the height weight charts? Yeah, that's an ogive. So, those are the 3 types of charts that you can make if you have some quantitative data coming off a frequency table.